Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Grammar Tales. Learn English grammar with Krish. So today we will be doing primary auxiliary verb. We have finished with the be, isn't it? To be verb we have finished. So today we will be doing the verb have. Alright. So let's see what are the forms of have. Have is the main verb or the base form of the verb, isn't it? It is the main verb. Now this have has certain components. So let's see what are they. Have will have, what will be the components? Has, had and have, isn't it? So these are the components. This is the base form of the verb and these are the components or the parts. Has, had and have. Fine. Now we will see one by one the uses of these parts. Fine. Let's start with has. Now has is used with what? It is used with singular present tense. Fine. Singular present tense. Fine. Singular present tense. For example, say she, he, it. One more thing is here, singular present tense as well as the third person. Now the first person, you know, first person is I, second person is you and the third person is he, she, it. Alright. Now the third person plural is what? They. But when we use they, cannot use has. Isn't it? Because it is plural. Now there is a subject verb agreement. So when we use they, that is a plural form. That is a third person, but it is a plural form. We use have, the main verb. Fine. So for has we use what? Singular present tense in the third person. For example, she has, he has. All right. See, if I write a sentence, she has a book, or he has a dog. Isn't it? This is an example. Fine. All right. Now see, we will come to the use of, we have done with the has, now we will come to had. What is the use of had? Had is what? Had is the past tense, isn't it? Used with past tense. And whether it is used with singular or plural, let's see. Say suppose I want to say she had a book. Alright, so I'm using it with what? Singular, isn't it? Singular, third person. He had a book. I had a book. You had a book. So we're using it with for both first person and second person. Now let's see if we can use it with the third person or not. They had. We can use with the third person as well. So had is used with the past tense. It is the past tense. It is used both in the singular and present tense. Singular and plural, not present, singular and plural, and with all the three persons, that is first, second, third. I had, you had, she had, they had. Fine. So this is a example. Fine. Now let's see. Now let's take an example here. Say, if I say I have a story book. Now see, here have is being used as the main verb, not the auxiliary verb. Why? Because see, here in the remaining part of the sentence we do not have any other verb. When we do not have any other verb here, so this verb have, this primary auxiliary verb is acting as the main verb and not the auxiliary verb. This is one thing, this is the main verb. One more thing is that here the use of have is what? It is a use of possession or ownership, isn't it? It is in the present tense, isn't it? It is a present tense. Present tense, and it is showing what? Showing possession or ownership, isn't it? Because the owner or the speaker is saying that the speaker has a book. I have a book, or ownership. Fine. So it is showing, it is in the present tense, have. It is showing possession and ownership, and it is acting as the main verb because there is no other verb here in the sentence. Fine. This is clear. Now, also another use of have is what? It is used for the perfect tense. Now, perfect tense, when we do tenses, I will explain perfect tense in detail, but here for this purpose, let us know what is perfect tense. Perfect tense is used for activities or actions which have been completed or accomplished. They are used for what? Activities or action completed or accomplished. Fine. This is the use of perfect tense. Fine. Now see, I'll just give some examples for perfect tense. Say, if I say, I have taken a bath. I have taken a bath. Fine. Then let's see another one. I have finished my homework. So see, in both these sentences, the action or the work has been finished. It is accomplished or it is completed. So this is the perfect tense. Fine. So this is the perfect tense. The work or the action has been completed. Now, the helping verb used in a perfect tense is have or have. We can use has also here. Alright. In case of perfect tense. But the use of has or have will depend on what? It will depend on the subject being singular or plural. Now, here the subject is singular, isn't it? I. So we are using have. If the subject is plural, say they. It is not plural, it is singular. Like if the subject is singular but in the third person. Singular, third person. If the subject is singular third person, this is singular first person. If the subject is singular third person like he, she, it, then we cannot use what? We cannot use have. Then we use perfect tense has. Fine. It is clear. Alright. And one more thing, remember, had is used for what? It is used for past tense. Isn't it? This is very, very simple. It is used for past tense. Now see, let's try with some examples. Say whether we can use it with the first person, second person, third person, singular, plural. Isn't it? Now we can write I had, you had, she, he or it had, they had. So see, we can use had with the first person singular, second person singular, third person singular as well as third person plural. Fine. So had is used for past tense and it is used for all the persons singular as well as plural. First person singular, second person singular, this is the third person singular and this is the third person plural. Alright, this is plural because it is they. Clear? Alright. Now you see, have can be used both as an auxiliary as well as a main verb. Auxiliary and main verb. Fine. Now when I say I have a book, we have discussed this example before also. When I'm saying I have a book, is it an auxiliary? Is it a helping verb? Are there any other verbs in this sentence? Can you spot any other verb? No. So this is the main verb. This is acting as the main verb here, not the auxiliary, isn't it? Now if I say I have eaten my meal. See now, I am using have. This is one verb. Eaten, another verb. So here have is being used as an auxiliary or helping verb because it is being followed by the main verb eaten. Here this is the helping verb. Fine. So this is the use of have as an auxiliary verb and also as a main verb. I have eaten my meal. Here have is being used as a helping verb or the auxiliary verb, and I have a book. It's talking about possession as well as it is acting as the main verb. I hope this is clear. So in the next class we will talk about the primary auxiliary verb do. Alright, we have finished be, isn't it? Be, to be, and then today we did have. In the next class we will do. Next class, alright? Next will be the do auxiliary verb. Fine. So I hope you have understood today's class. I tried my best to explain in the simplest way. If you have liked the video, please share your comments, and those who are new to my channel, please subscribe. Alright, thank you.